Good day, everyone. I'm Carl Daniel Obeya. I am a third-year computer engineering student in Mapua University and currently taking course CPE118-41L, section E03 under Engineer Marian Sehera. So today we are tasked to answer an activity in netacad.com, which is the 7.3.6 activity entitled Switch It. So um, we have two questions here that we need to answer based on the given problem. So the first question will be, where will the switch forward the frame? And then next question is, when the switch forwards the frame, which statements are true? So to answer these questions here, first we must look at the given frame. So we have here the destination map to be 0p and the source map to be 0a. And then next is we need to look at the map table here and look at what ports does our destination MAC and source MAC are mapped into. So as we can see, 0B is mapped into FA3 and source MAC 0A is mapped into FA1. So to answer question 1, where will the switch forward the frame? The answer would be 0B is mapped into FA3, so the answer will be FA3. And for the question 2, when the switch forwards the frame, which statements are true? So the switch adds the source MAC address, which is currently not in the MAC address table. So as we can see, source MAC is already in the MAC table. So this is not true. So we will not check it. The switch will not add the source MAC. Next is the frame is a broadcast frame and will be forwarded to all ports. No, it will only be forwarded in FA3 because that is where the destination MAC at. Next is the frame is a unicast frame and will be sent to a specific port only. So that is correct because we only have FA3 again. And the remaining two are also not included here. So let's see if we answered it correctly. Okay, so we got it correct. That's for the first problem. On to the next one. Okay, again, let's look at the destination MAC, source MAC, and the MAC table if they are mapped. So as we can see, 0E, which is the destination MAC, is mapped in FA9. And the source MAC is actually unknown. So where will this switch forward the frame? So as we can see, 0 is in FA9, so it will be forwarded in FA9. And then when the switch forwards the frame, which statements are true? So since the source MAC 0D is unknown in the MAC table, the switch adds the source MAC address, which is currently not in the MAC address table. Next, it is not a broadcast frame because we have here 0E to be specifically at FA9. So it is a unicast frame and will be sent only to a specific port. And again, it is not flooded and the frame will not be dropped at the switch. So let's check if we are right. Okay, we got it correct. And on to the last problem here. Okay, so now we have destination MAC again and a source MAC. So let's see if they are mapped in the MAC table. So 0C, we have it at FA5. So to answer the question 1, we'll check FA5 and then when the switch forwards the frame, which statements are true again. So let's see if source MAC is known. Okay, so 0E, which is the source MAC, is known and it is it is mapped in port FA9, so it will not add it in the MAC table. And the frame is not broadcast because we have a specific port, so it is a unicast. And again, uh, these other two are not an answer to, so let's check if we are correct. Okay, so we got it for our last problem. So with that, I hope you gained something, and um, I hope that you determined how the switch forwards are framed based on the MAC address, destination MAC address, and the information in the switch MAC table. So thank you for listening and have a great day.